Welcome back to this already, the final segment of today's Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I tell you, it's your business to be aware of what's happening out there when it comes to the many different things that can happen to your computer just being online, the various viruses, the bugs, the issues, the technological problems that are out there. I'm delighted to have Camille Hamilton as a guest. She's with CMIT Solutions. That's the letter C, then MIT Solutions.com. Camille, you're going to talk to us today about the Heartbleed bug and the kind of impact this had on the small business community here in Houston. Welcome to the program. And tell us first about yourself and CMIT Solutions.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here. CMIT Solutions is a full-service technology company, and we help primarily small to medium businesses with their technology and try to help them prevent problems from things like the Heartbleed.
Very good. How old is your company?
We've been in business for almost 14 years.
Awesome. Tell us about the Heartbleed bug.
Well, the Heartbleed bug is basically a bug that was found. It was announced to the world in early April, and it's basically a problem with some open SSL code, and it basically hit about 17% is the estimated sites. That's a lot of sites out there, 17%.
Yeah.
The problem is that it took a while for the sites to get fixed that needed to be fixed. Things like Facebook were even impacted, and Twitter and all those good social media sites that people use on a daily basis, even in business today. So what has happened so far, that's only estimated that about 39% of the people have addressed the issue, and so people are still vulnerable. The things that you need to do, or things that you just need to take care of in your business on a regular basis, not just because the Heartbleed came out. So one of the things you need to do is, if a site has been fixed, which there are ways to go out and find out if a site's been fixed, you need to change your passwords. And the other thing you need to do, if you do anything in your business with online banking, please go out there and monitor your account activity on those accounts.
Yeah. And be real careful where you access those accounts.
Definitely. It just comes down to having a good security plan. We recommend, even outside of the Heartbleed, you need in your business to have a good technology security plan.
Is the objective of this bug, obviously created by people like, hackers, who are, is the objective to try to access information to use for identity theft and that type of thing?
Yes, it is. It's a definite way to go in there. It takes over your things like passwords and user IDs and things like that you use to log into accounts such as your websites, like your banking and your credit cards. And like for myself, I sign on to my credit card accounts every day and monitor them. That's something you need to be doing every day anyway.
Yeah, no question about it. Is there any kind of warnings or red flags that you might be suffering with this? No,
that's the real problem with this bug, is that there is no indication that you've been violated.
Yeah. So, not even, I'm sure eventually you're going to get slower. Not even that.
No, it's a matter of it just stole your information and it's using it, and you might not even know it until you start seeing transactions hit your bank accounts, or maybe your Twitter account got hacked and you're getting posts put on there that you did not put on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which could hurt your reputation in your business if it's a business Twitter account.
What would you suggest people do in order to monitor it on an ongoing basis?
Well, I would recommend, first of all, that any small business needs to have an IT company that's put in place a good security plan. And there's things like making sure you have a good firewall, make sure you have good antivirus software, make sure you have good, strong passwords. That's really important. A lot of people today still use things like password as their password.
1, 2, 3.
Yes. So we recommend, a lot of sites now are forcing you to have stronger passwords, and you should change your passwords regularly.
How often is regularly?
I recommend our clients that they change their passwords quarterly. I also would like to say, don't use the same password for every site you go to.
And I hear that good advice is easy to remember for you, but not easy for someone to get.
Right. It shouldn't be things like your birthday, things like that. There's also software out there that will manage your passwords, and we highly recommend you look into. There's several of those out there, and you can check those out.
And then all you need one really stout password, and it can protect all your passwords.
Correct. And so we recommend you do that. And again, if you have a good IT provider, they can recommend the ones that they like.
Yeah, absolutely. And are there several out there?
Yes, there's several out there that are very good.
Yeah. Is there one or two you'd want to mention?
No, I really don't want to mention one in particular because each...
And it's based a lot on the needs of the client.
And you need to go out there and look at what their objective is. Do your homework.
Yeah, no question about it. Any final thoughts?
Well, I just, again, make sure you have a good security plan in place. Make sure you have reliable backups. And make sure you're prepared for disasters. Just an interesting statistic. 1 in 5 small businesses will have a major data disaster in the course of a year. Yeah. So that's 20%. That's pretty. And of those, 70% will fail if they have a major data loss.
Camille Hamilton, she's been our guest. She's with CMIT Solutions. That's CMITsolutions.com. It says Northwest Houston, but I'm assuming you're helping people in Houston as well?
Oh, we help people all over the greater Houston area.
Yeah, fantastic. And typical size of the businesses you help?
We help anything from a very small business, a few computers, to on up to about 35, 40 computers with a few servers. Purpose of that is that after that, most people have their own IT person. Got it.
Camille, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a delightful time.
You bet. All right, when we come back, much more for you on tomorrow's program. Do want to remind you, best content here is up over there at usdailyreview.com. While they're like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter, and you've been listening to The Price of Business.